for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Bill Stadium in upstate New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And we are underway in Buffalo. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. Flush to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll finally be taken out of bounds just past the 40. A huge play there for Arizona. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray now. Throw left side complete. That's Daniels. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Murray going to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when he's...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
To throw, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. First down and more for Allen. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away. And incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. Allen going to go on fourth down. They still can't get it. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Murray now to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. But it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness.
Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And Daniels has it left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll try to run with Edmonds. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his man, that's Sweeney. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Well, the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Allen now looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Isaiah Simmons, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen going deep for Diggs, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard, where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change their mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Murray now on first down. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Daniels. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Murray. They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and had the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Murray going to fire one out wide. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Cardinals 14, Bills 7. Mack Med to kick off for Arizona.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
They got his man, complete, and all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Allen. And this one is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing. Sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Allen. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chandler Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Allen. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Murray from midfield. He's got counter. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Back to throw, Murray. And it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Murray to throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now Murray. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
To throw is Murray. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. A huge play there for Arizona. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him out.
Touchdown! Andy Isabella, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
21, Bills 14. Mack Med to kick off
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McKenzie returning it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. Just keeping the play alive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Allen eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses will focus so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Allen. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know, this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.
shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's McKenzie. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there for the Bills. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early, but I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant as we get into it a little bit. They decided to just come right out swinging.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Allen's throw is complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Operating from the red zone now. Allen flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Allen looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. To the air. Allen. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. Let's go. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Murray keeps it himself. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Murray now. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Going deep for Diggs. Oh, wide open, complete. Past the 20, 10. Touchdown, Bills. For Stephon Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big gain.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack
as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Murray to air it out again. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 33 yards. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McKenzie returning it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems. And this qualifies as a big problem.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing to start the drive. Murray escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Daniels. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Moore. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Allen to throw once more. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now Allen again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Bass is good. And that gets him back within 10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
Yeah, Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. He return this from deep in the end zone.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gaudin.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running left, here's Edmonds. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. In fact, he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
On the move to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big gain there for the Bills.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
From midfield, here's Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on second down. Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Singletary is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
That is caught. It's Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st down, Singletary. And not much running room. Down to the 32. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now he dumps this off over the middle and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Gets past one man, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They will run with Singletary, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Now it's 2nd and 9. 49. Murray to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they could look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.